What is it you're filming today?
Well, at the minute, them.
Him? Just
No, not him. The gatehouse.
Oh, the gatehouse.
Yeah, because I was just walking up and down taking pictures.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping to get a police car with the blue lights coming out.
Yeah.
I've got that now, but you felt me shot anyway.
Okay.
And the gentleman come out and committed a public 5, section 5 public order offence.
Okay, what happened?
He said I'm not allowed to film.
Yeah.
And I explained to him I'm on a public road, so I can film.
Yeah.
And he called me an effing idiot, and it's all on film.
Right, okay. The gentleman in the...
Yeah, he had a security coat on with a big beard.
Right, okay. And you've got that on film?
I have, yeah.
Okay. What, are you wanting us to do anything about that? Were you planning on reporting it, or...?
I've just reported it to you, haven't I?
Right. At the moment, obviously, I'll deal with what you've just reported to me. Okay,
yep.
we'll take that into consideration. But we've had a report before anything of that has come through that there's been a male walking around with a balaclava on. Okay?
It's not a balaclava.
Okay, that's the report we've had. Okay,
right.
Because you are matching that description.
Yep.
I'm detaining you for a stop search under section 1 of PACE. Okay.
Really?
Based on the fact that sort of equipment. Okay.
So what's your reasonable grounds?
My grounds are
that I'm wearing a balaclava, which isn't a balaclava.
Okay. You match the description.
They approach him immediately and speak to him as if he has already done something wrong, but he does not back down. The situation quickly becomes more serious. They bring up Section 1, not because of anything he has done, but simply because of how he looks. The reason is very basic. His face is covered, so they assume he is suspicious. That is not proper policing. This is judging someone based only on appearance. If wearing a face covering near a police station is enough to justify a search, then there are no clear limits to that power. Section 1 is not meant for random stops or guesses. Officers are supposed to have a clear and specific reason linked to certain items before stopping someone. In this situation, that key step is missing. It seems the decision to stop him was made first, and only afterward did they try to find a reason to justify it. That is not how the law is supposed to work. This is not just poor handling. The real issue is that the stop itself does not have a proper legal basis from the very beginning.
Right, so what are you looking for then,
So
particularly?
any further equipment that could be used in the course of conducting an offence such as theft or going equipped, okay?
All right.
So because
You do realise you'll get a civil claim over this?
Okay, that's fine,
Yeah.
yeah. Right, because I'm quite a small female and you're quite big, I'm going to place you in handcuffs because you're an unknown risk to me, okay? So
Right, does it have to be a male? You're not stopping recording?
No.
Handcuffs on by anybody.
Yeah.
What are you doing holding the handcuffs?
I'm just doing like that, holding handcuffs. I need an explanation.
Well, it does. Look at your nails, you nearly scratched me with them.
Used as a weapon, can't they?
Can they?
So
What, when I'm in handcuffs?
Yes.
I can assure you now I'm going to cooperate. I don't agree to the search and I don't consent to the search, I'll make that
You
clear.
don't have to consent.
To it, okay? I've detained you in section of case, you don't have to agree to it, it's
Yeah,
not a
no.
voluntary thing, okay? Right, will you want a copy of the stop search record?
Yes, I will.
Sorry, can you hold them for me while I just...
The explanation keeps changing, and now it turns into guesswork. Suddenly, the focus shifts to theft. There is no specific incident, no report, just a vague idea that he might be carrying tools that could be used for stealing. That is not a strong legal reason. It feels like a broad search, done in the hope that something might be found. Section 1 does not allow officers to search someone just to see if a reason shows up later. Saying this could lead to a civil claim is not an overstatement. It is a fair point. The situation has clearly moved away from solid legal grounds and into uncertain territory without proper support. Then handcuffs are used even though he stays calm, cooperative, and follows instructions. The reason given is that the officer is smaller and sees him as an unknown risk. That is not a proper risk assessment. Size or uncertainty alone is not enough. What matters is how the person is actually behaving. This situation feels less like careful safety practice and more like an easy choice. The handcuffs appear to be used to make up for weak reasoning and personal concern, rather than any real or immediate danger.
I don't give my name.
Okay. So I need it to complete the form, and also if you want to process your complaint about the public order thing, I'll need your details anyway.
Right. You can just call me FT.
FT, okay. I'm going to need more than that if you want me to deal with that complaint.
No.
Because I can't deal with that.
So you don't want to make a
details.
complaint about the Section 5 public order offence, because you would need to give your details as a victim.
Alright, so if there's a murder and the person's dead, how do they make a complaint? Do they give their name? I don't think so.
That's quite a different situation.
Is it?
And we generally identify.
Right, we're getting on with this search. We've got better things to do than stand here talking around to you
Well,
muppets.
you didn't have much better things to do because you were standing here filming, weren't you?
You have the grounds to search, explain to you and everything.
Well, yeah, apparently they're looking for, what is it you're looking for? Crowbars?
Can you use an identifier? Really quick.
Wow.
Been detained in section 1 of case on PC 3096. I'm policing from here, this police station here, Fly Police Station.
Congratulations.
The way Section 5 is handled here is very unclear. Early on, the man mentions it several times after a member of the public approaches him and uses offensive language. That moment could clearly fall under a public order issue. However, the officers choose to ignore it at the time, even though it is the only point where action might be justified. Later, the situation changes. Section 5 is brought up again, but this time it is directed at him instead. The focus suddenly shifts, and they begin asking for his name, saying they cannot move forward with a complaint without it. That does not match how complaints are meant to work. Reporting an issue does not make you a suspect, and you should not lose your right to speak just because you do not want to give personal details immediately. The timing makes the situation clear. Section 5 only becomes an issue when the officers start to feel challenged and want more control. At that point, the focus moves away from the original behavior and shifts onto the person raising the concern. Instead of dealing with what happened at the start, the situation is redirected, and the person making the complaint is treated as the problem, while the initial incident is quietly set aside and left unresolved.
Search, it's the officer's choice whether to put you in handcuffs, but we are legally allowed to do so.
We'll see. Just so you can witness the markings on my hand?
Yep.
I'll go towards the, Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4 police cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 police officers. Are we all constables? No detectives here, is there? No inspectors. Couldn't detect anything, could they? What I might do later, I might storm all these registrations in here as well. Alright. I'll probably just put them on the internet.
What are you going to do that for?
Because I like taking videos and putting them on the internet.
People's registrations of the vehicle.
It's not illegal though, is it?
Film wherever you want.
Exactly.
The search ends as expected, with nothing found. When the handcuffs are removed, clear marks can be seen on his wrists. These are not minor marks. They suggest the restraint may have gone further than necessary. When this kind of mark is left behind, it raises serious concerns about whether it was truly for safety or something else. It begins to feel less about protection and more like a reaction to him not agreeing with what was happening. Restraint should always match the situation, and here it seems to go beyond what was needed. That detail alone adds to the concerns about how the whole situation was handled. Then comes a key moment that changes everything. When he asks if filming vehicles is against the law, the officer calmly replies, "You can film whatever you want." That single answer makes the earlier actions difficult to justify. If filming is allowed at the end, then it was allowed from the start. This creates a clear contradiction. The stop, the use of handcuffs, and the search all lose their support when compared to that final statement. What remains is not confusion, but a clear example of how quickly someone's rights can be overlooked when their actions are simply not approved.
Where's your badge for that? Silence. Feel proud today. Done a good job today. Go home and tell the children.
I advise you that your actions could be construed as hostile reconnaissance towards terrorism.
What? I just said you've done a good job today.
Police personal vehicles.
Hostile.
For the purpose of putting them on
Terrorism.
for whatever reason that might
Oh,
be.
go on, keep digging that hole.
It's hostile reconnaissance for terrorism offences.
Hostile. If I was hostile reconnaissance, I wouldn't be overt, would I?
No,
I'd be
you don't understand
covert.
what hostile reconnaissance means. It's all right.
You're allowed to do reconnaissance. If I wanted to, I could map all this ground.
It could be construed as committing hostile reconnaissance for terrorism offences. I'm just making you aware.
Right, okay,
of that.
let me make you aware of this. If you think I'm a terrorist, you should leave me alone and contact the anti-terrorism squad.